Good morning, students. How are you all? Fine? Yes. Now today we are going to start our chapter number 7 in the science, that is control and coordination. Right? In the 6th chapter, we have seen some life process. Right? That is, which are the life process to maintain our life, to maintain our survival. That is breathing, digestion, circulation. These are some required process for the maintenance of our life. That is called the life process. That is required for the survival of the life. And therefore it is called, this is done by different organisms in a different way that we have seen in chapter number 6. Now from that we have some idea that all the organism is moving. So now in this lesson we will talk about this motion. So now here something which is alive, whether it is a plant, animal, insect or microorganism, is moving. This motion, some of the movement are in fact because of the growth. जैसे बच्चा बड़ा होता है, न्यू बॉर्न बेबी, वो ऐसे ऐसे अपने हाथ पांव हिलाने लगता है. जैसे बड़ा होगा वो चलने लगेगा, right? Then he goes in the search of anything, right? For the job and anything they are moving. So that is, जैसे जैसे suppose the plant grows in the direction of sunlight to take it. The roots moves in the direction of water into the deep into the earth crust. So these are some movement due to the growth, result of the growth. Growth का result की वजह से that is movement is done. Seeds germination. The germination of the seeds are also. So here the seeds germination, seeds grow, plant grow. This is all phenomenon that seedlings moves out from the seeds cover, right? It absorbs the water and seedlings comes out. Then धीरे धीरे root, right? So if growth अगर है तो movement होगा. If the growth stop, अगर growth stop हो गया, the movement is also stopped. अगर seeds को पानी नहीं मिलेगा, grow नहीं होगा, then the seedling will not come out, right? So that means what? Some movements are due to the growth. मैंने आपको बोला कि जैसे जैसे बच्चा बड़ा होगा वो अपनी मूवमेंट इंक्रीज करेगा. That is, the plant grow in the direction of sunlight. These are the result of that growth. Movement due to the growth. Movement for the growth. While some movements are not connected with the growth. जैसे हम दौड़ते हैं, then we'll talk, right? This is also one movement. जैसे अभी मैं movement कर रही हूँ, right? Like that, some that children are playing on the swings. Right? That is not the growth. Right? Because of the growth ये नहीं है. This is for another reason the growth, that movement is done. जैसे चलना, फिरना, दौड़ना, right? By the talking, moving, this all are the movement, but it is not due to growth, it is some from another reason. So that here the movement of the life is due to growth and something that moves for the growth. Growth के लिए भी the movement है. So here, if we think, कभी आपने ये सोचा है कि here is the movement of heart is there, movement of lungs for the breathing, and movements of hands and legs and our mouth, tongues. These are the some movements is in our control and some movements is not in our control. Something more is that कि suppose environment change की वजह से भी कभी कभी movement होती है. Like अगर ऐसे आप बैठे हैं और अगर sudden से आपकी आंख के सामने से कुछ आ जाएगा, what happen? आप अपनी आंख close कर लेंगे, whether you want or not, right? जब अचानक से हम कुछ करते हैं और हाथ में कुछ ठंडा या गर्म, extreme hot या cold आ गया, then हम छोड़ देंगे. अगर पांव चलते चलते किसी शार्प थिंग के ऊपर पड़ गया, कांटा लग गया, व्हाट हैपन? आप तुरंत से पांव ऊंचा कर लेंगे. दिस आर सम मूवमेंट ड्यू टू द एनवायरमेंट चेंज, ड्यू टू द सडन चेंज विच इज नॉट इन अवर कंट्रोल. वो कभी कभी हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं होता है, राइट? सो व्हेनेवर वी रिस्पॉन्ड टू द एनवायरमेंट वी कैन मूव. For the growth, we can move. That is some movement. Plants grow into the sunshine and children try to get the entertainment, fun, and they go to the park and play to the swings and slides and all. This is also the movement, right? Then animals chew their cud, right? Yes, yes. And then the food breaks up and digest. For the better digestion, they come back the food and then again chew it and then again swing it, right? Yes. So whenever the light focus on your eyes, you close your eyes, right? So this is also the movement. So some movements which is in our control, which is according to our wish, जैसे हाथ पैर हिलाना, चलना, बोलना. But some movements are not in our control. Some movements due to the growth, वो natural growth की वजह से भी तो movement होती है. Some movements which is not in our control in response to the environment changes. Right? So that means what? कि ये सब discussion से क्या पता चलता है? ये discussion से पता चलता है कि in a living organism there may be certain systems should be there which control the movement of the body. ऐसी कोई सिस्टम होनी चाहिए जो कंट्रोल एंड कोऑर्डिनेट द मूवमेंट ऑफ द मोशन ऑफ द बॉडी. अगर कोई सिस्टम नहीं है तो हाउ कैन इट नेचुरली अकर द मूवमेंट? जैसे हार्ट बीट कंटिन्यूअस चलती है, हाउ इट मूव्स, राइट? जैसे लंग्स, हाउ इट मूव्स, राइट? जैसे अगर गर्म चीज या एक्सट्रीम हॉट थिंग्स इफ वी अगर हमारे टच में आ गया देन we leave it. अगर हम चाहे तो भी नहीं पकड़ेंगे. Why? This is natural occurrence. And why this is naturally occur? Right? This is emergency situation occur. Then it occurs that sudden movement. And that is control and coordinated by some system in our body. So each and every living organism has some system is there which control and coordinate the different types of movement. And therefore, the specialized system is made up of special tissues. And that special tissues are the group of cell. And that cell which control and coordinate our movement is the nervous system. We know that. That is our brain. That is the nerve cell. जो हमने बहुत सारा इसके बारे में पढ़ चुके हैं. So here the control and coordination is provided by nervous system and the muscular system. Our muscular system, these are the muscles, skeleton system, bones. That muscles and bones are attached to the brain. ब्रेन कंट्रोल करता है, मसल्स के साथ कोऑर्डिनेट करके मूवमेंट के ऊपर कंट्रोल करने का काम ब्रेन का है. राइट? यस. If some danger situation is there, if some emergency urgent situation is there, then we have to detect that is the danger situation and we have to respond it. कि ये गर्म है, उसे नहीं छूना है, ये शार्प थिंग है, ये लग जाएगी, भूख लगी है तो मुंह में पानी आ जाता है. That is all movement, that is all sudden response to the environment is done by the brain, by the nervous system. All information from the environment is detected by the specialized cell that is called the nerve cell, जिसे हम क्या बोलते हैं? nerve cells. Here we have learned the diagram of the nerve cells in the earlier standard, but then also we'll draw the diagram of the nerve cells. उसके पार्ट्स के बारे में हम देखेंगे. So here nerve cells जो है it is divided into two part and that is head and tail. Here is the head of the nerve cell is like this. These are the fiber and from here these are the head and head में this is live, so this is nucleus. क्योंकि ये cell है तो इसमें nucleus का होना भी जरूरी है. So this is nucleus and cytoplasm is also there that makes it living, right? Then यहाँ से this is the tail part, this is head, right? And this is tail. Now these are the fiber is called dendrite. This is the fibers which is dendrite. This is cell body. Cell body is the head, right? Yes. And this is tail portion. On the tail portion, here is the cell which is called axon. Right? And at the end, this is again the here is called axon is there, right? Okay. And this is nerve ending. These are the axon. Yes, this is axon is there. So here is the dendrite. These are the small fibers and this is axon, which is the long fiber. This is head, it is tail, this is the cell body and this is the nucleus. Right? Because it is a living cell. Now this is about the nerve cell. Information from the environment is received by this cell. ये जो एक cell है, it is only one cell. This is the longest cell in our body. Now यहाँ से ये जो हेड है, दूसरे सेल का हेड यहाँ कनेक्टेड है, लाइक दिस. यहाँ से लाइक फाइबर. सो वन सेल इज हियर, द अनदर सेल, फिर से थर्ड सेल एंड सेल 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 बनके टिश्यू बनता है, दैट इज नर्व्स बनती है, राइट? सो दैट हियर दिस रिसेप्टर्स आर usually located in our sense organ. These are the receptor. So nerve cell is called the receptor which receives the information from environment. That is dangerous situation, cool situation, pleasant situation. कैसे किसी को देख के हमें हंसी आ जाती है. If pleasant environment है हम खुश हो जाते हैं. This is the information received from the environment, from our surrounding. तो उसे कौन रिसीव करता है? कैसे पता चलता है कि दिस इज अ फनी सिचुएशन और हम हंसने लगते हैं? दिस इज सैड सिचुएशन, कोई सैड सिचुएशन में हंसता तो नहीं है, राइट? तो ये जो इंफॉर्मेशन हमें मिलती है और उसे आइडेंटिफाई करने का काम ब्रेन का है. These are the receptors, these cells are the receptor which receives the information from the surrounding about the different situation, that sadness, happiness, dangerous, urgent, right? Like this. So these are the receptors which are present in our sense organs. That is eyes, nose, tongue, skin, right? And ears. These 5 our sense organ are there. जो आईज से ब्रेन तक जाती है, आईज से ब्रेन तक जाती है, दैट इज ऑप्टिक नर्व्स. मैंने आपको बताया ये सेल, एक सेल, ये सेल बॉडी एंड दिस इज एक्सॉन, दैट इज टेल. हियर इज दिस एंडिंग, अगेन दूसरा सेल एक्सॉन एंडिंग, अगेन तीसरा सेल एंड एंडिंग, लाइक दिस विल फॉर्म नर्व्स. वन सेल, सेकेंड सेल, फर्स्ट सेल का नर्व्स का एंडिंग सेकेंड सेल की बॉडी से, दैट इज हेड से कनेक्टेड है. लाइक दिस वो नर्व्स बनाते हैं एंड दैट नर्व्स इज कॉल्ड द रिसेप्टर. अगर आईज में है, दैट इज आईज इज अवर सेंस ऑर्गन, इज ऑप्टिक नर्व्स. अगर ईयर में है, इट इज कॉल्ड ऑल्फैक्टरी नर्व्स. Here is the taste buds, right? So that different nerves are present in our sense organs, which is made up of these receptors. right? In the sense organ, such as inner ear, nose, eyes, tongue, and so on. So the gustatory receptors will detect the taste in this tongue. Gustatory receptors are there, जो डॉट डॉट दिखाई देते हैं आपको टंग के ऊपर. That is gustatory receptors, जो टेस्ट को रिसीव करके ब्रेन तक पहुंचाते हैं. एंड ब्रेन आइडेंटिफाई करता है कि इसका टेस्ट क्या है. इसका काम आइडेंटिफाई करना नहीं है. इट जस्ट रिसीव द टेस्ट एंड गिव्स द इंफॉर्मेशन टू द brain. Brain identify the taste, whether you like it, not like it, whether it is tasty है, sour है, that is whatever, sweet है, right? Yes. So that is gustatory receptors are present on our tongues. Yes. And receive the different taste. Olfactory nose में है. Sorry. यहाँ ears में मैंने आपको olfactory बोल दिया था. It is sorry. It is auditory. Here is optic nerves which see the object. जब हम किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को देखते हैं उसका इंफॉर्मेशन लेता है, that is optic nerves and gives information to the brain. Here auditory nerves just listen the voice, पर वो voice किसका है, वो क्या कहना चाहता है, वो कौन आइडेंटिफाई करेगा, brain. Then olfactory receptors or nerves present in our nose, gustatory receptors on the tongue, information acquired at the end of the dendritic tips of the nerve. This is our dendrites. And ये जो end है, it is dendritic tip. यहाँ से information receive होके अंदर जाएगी और यहाँ से pass on होगी. ये nerves कहाँ तक जाती है, to the brain तक. तो brain तक pass on होता है ये axon से. You understand this? Set of chemical reaction that creates electrical impulse. Here dendrite से information acquired and passes to this nerves. From here some chemical impulse, some chemical reaction process होती है और इसीलिए chemical impulse waves होते हैं, right? So chemical impulse create होते हैं. This impulse travel through this dendrite to axon. वो जो impulse है, वो जो waves of information है, chemical impulse travels from dendrite to the cell body to axon to the next nerve cell. At the end of axon, the electrical impulse set off release some chemicals. यहाँ से impulse हुए axon में, यहाँ से to the next cell में it release some chemicals. फिर से वो केमिकल्स यहाँ पे इम्पल्स करेंगे, वो आगे जाके फिर से रिलीज द केमिकल्स एंड सो ऑन, इम्पल्स आगे जाएंगे सेल बॉडी एंड अलोंग द एक्सॉन टू इट एंड. एट द एंड ऑफ द एक्सॉन इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स रिलीज सम केमिकल. वो रिलीज केमिकल कहाँ जाएगा, दूसरे सेल की बॉडी में, राइट? यस. दिस केमिकल्स क्रॉस द गैप. Here is one another thing is that, and that is called, here is the end of this nerve ending and this is another cell body, but another cell body के बीच में some gap is there. They are not touching like this, right? ये end of one cell, this is the another cell body, दोनों के बीच में ये जो थोड़ा सा gap है is called synapse. It is called synapse. So whenever this dendrite ends acquire the information, it pass on to this body, to the axon in the form of chemical impulse. That chemical impulse passes to the nerve end. At this end it releases some chemicals. This chemicals passing through the synapse, that is the gap between two cell. वो सेल ऐसे है, between the gap है, तो वहां से दूसरे सेल बॉडी में वो केमिकल पास ऑन होगा. फिर से that chemical again it will produce some chemical impulse and pass on to the axon, right? Like this. This is general scheme how nerve impulse travel होता है, right? Yes. So that means which fiber acquires the information, that is dendrite fibers. This dendrite fibers acquire the information, pass on to the body. Body में क्या होता है? Chemical reaction takes place and some chemical impulse produce. That chemical impulse कहाँ travel होते हैं? In the axon. कहाँ तक? Nerve ending तक. और nerve ending से कहाँ जाएंगे? In the दूसरे cell में release some chemicals. Right? Yes. So finally, deliver to such impulse to the neuron to the other cell. This chemical impulse pass on to the another body of the nerve cell. वो nerve cell को हम neuron भी बोलते हैं. It is neuron also. That nerve cell is also called neuron. This is one neuron. Then another neuron and so on. It passes through the different neuron to other cell. Such muscle cells or gland. और धीरे 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 muscle से कहाँ तक पहुंच जाएगा? Brain तक. In thus, no surprise that nervous tissue is made up of organized. Nervous tissue is made up of organized network. It is organized network of neurons. Nervous tissue, this is nerve cell, is called neuron. Cell बना के tissue बनते हैं. So that nervous tissue is made up of network of neurons. Specialized for conducting information. और ये किसके लिए है? It conduct the information from the environment. इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स में कनेक्ट करेंगे, कन्वर्ट करेंगे. एनवायरमेंट से इंफॉर्मेशन लिया, उसे इलेक्ट्रिकल इम्पल्स में कन्वर्ट किया एंड देन इट पास ऑन टू द ब्रेन, राइट, एंड एनी अदर पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी. आइडेंटिफाई द पार्ट ऑफ न्यूरॉन इज हियर. डेंड्राइट टिश्यू, न्यूक्लियस, बॉडी, एक्सॉन, nerve ending, synapse. So where the information is acquired, it is acquired in the dendrite tissues, through which information travel as electrical impulse. It create here electrical impulse and travel through the axon, and where this impulse must be converted into chemical signal. It is converted into chemical signal at the nerve ending, and this signal is travel to the another body of the nerve cell. Right? Yes. Difference in how sugar and food taste in your nose block. Okay, so ये कुछ जरूरी नहीं है. So these are the nerve cell. It is also called the neuron, and neuron बन के एक network बनाता है. That is the nervous tissue. This nervous tissue से nerves बनती है. That nerves present in our sense organs. That is below the skin. Optic nerves in the eyes, olfactory, gustatory, auditory nerves present in the inner ear, and that will receive the information through this dendrite tissue and passing on to the axon, and then nerves से pass होके brain तक पहुंचाती है. That is our neuron made up of, that made the nerves, right? Yes, so we ended here our lecture. In the next lecture, we'll go ahead what happened in the reflex action, right? Till then, you just see the video thoroughly, go through it, draw this diagram, make a notes and send it to me.